Welcome to the Freedom Property Podcast, the modern real estate brand empowering excellence. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back. It's the Freedom Property Podcast show. We've got a very special guest in the house today. We've got Mr. Jason Song, all the way from Place Real Estate, Sunnybank. Welcome to the show, mate.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. We appreciate you.
Well, be easy on me, so I have to make sure the audience can understand my Chinglish there.
Oh, that's it. You can speak whatever language you want on here, so that's all good with us. Just for a bit of context for the audience, Jason, you got a very successful business. I'm going to give you a bit of a hype right now. Definitely one of my favorite agents around town at the moment. Working out of the Sunnybank office there, you sold over 100 properties between 2021 and 2022.
Yeah.
Number 3 agent at Place Real Estate.
For the financial year,
yes. For the financial year, fantastic. What a great achievement. Some top agents there, so you should be very proud of yourself, mate. And winning some really good awards through Rate My Agent, and yeah, you've had a very, very good career.
Thank you.
You must
it's not
be proud.
easy, right? Yeah, give myself a pat at the back there.
Yeah. No, you should be proud, mate. You've done really well, and yeah, sort of a little bit similar to myself. You know, in the last couple of years, we've really grown our businesses, haven't we? And how long have you been in real estate for now?
Well, this is my 9th year.
9th, yeah. Awesome. Finally, you know, it's one of them things, isn't it? Real estate, you just got to keep going. You just got to keep going.
That's right.
Knocking away, and eventually, you get your rewards, don't you? So, What have you seen change over the time in real estate over those 9 years?
Well, actually, to me, I don't see too much of a change.
Yep.
The fundamental part is still the same.
Absolutely.
Right. Whether as a new guy coming into the business in 6 months, only 6 months in the business, or guys in 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, I think the fundamental is still the same.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100% I agree. I've been selling real estate for 18 years. And a lot has changed in terms of, like, we used to take our own photos back then.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we used to write our own ads. You know, we used to do all these types of things, but we don't do any of that anymore. But you know, what certainly hasn't changed is the way we speak to our buyers and sellers.
That's correct. Yeah.
That's always going to be the same, I think. And obviously, coming into this new marketplace that we're coming into now, I think, you know, when you've got a bit of experience and you've been through these harder times before, being able to have these open, honest conversations with your sellers is going to work well for you.
Well, end of the day, it's just being myself. Just be a decent human being.
Absolutely.
Talk about the truth.
Absolutely.
You know. And how I look at a human being is everyone is smart.
Yep.
You know, it's not like someone out there they're thinking they're smarter than other people.
Absolutely.
I treat everybody the same and equal. And I actually admit that I'm not the smartest guy, out there. So I'd rather be honest with people, because if you're not, people can sense that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing about real estate. We don't have to be too smart, do we?
That's true.
No, I wasn't the brightest through school, but it's the kind of industry where, you know, if you're a hard worker, you can do really well, can't you? So,
yeah, relate to that. The smart may be actually not a great advantage at the beginning of this business.
Yes.
Because most of people, I guess, for a lot of people, would be looking for a smarter way to do this business. Yeah. Actually, they forgot about the fundamental.
Yeah. And
that would be what I believe. If I always say this, even in my heart, remind myself, if anybody thinking that are looking for an easier way or smarter way to fast track their business, I would tell them stop.
Yes.
Right? Face the reality, because certainly we're not the most smartest people out there.
Yeah.
If there is another smarter way, easier way, it's already been found out by other people and then already been out there, been proven. But there isn't. So
I think what you're saying here is work hard, hey?
Just work hard. Simply as that.
I knew you were going to say that because, anybody that knows Jason, and we know that you are an extremely hard worker. You know, you get in and get it done, you know. So, props to that.
But I'm still doing the 70 hours a week now.
Well, you know, like, it was a great time to be doing that as well, you know, the last couple of years, because I've watched you work some very big hours and, you know, but you were getting some unbelievable results for your clients and you're putting deals together left, right and centre, and obviously selling over 100 properties, number 3 in place, you know, these these things wouldn't have been achieved without that hard work.
That's true. Yeah. That is true.
No, well done, mate. Yeah, it's a good business you've got there. So, yeah, let's go back to the start. What did you do before real estate?
Also in sales, we're selling cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, car sales.
You're a car salesman?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
One of the very low trustworthy job. Yeah. So it's the same as real estate.
That's it. It's a nice transition, car salesman to real estate agent. Yeah, definitely.
Now there's get bored of it.
Yeah.
It's just more a bit about a business that you're waiting for something happen.
Yeah.
Not doubting the business, but it's to me, I outgrow it. So every day I wake up, sit on the bed there at the moment, you pretty much can picture what exactly going to happen on the day.
Yeah.
To me, that's enough.
Yeah.
I want more challenge. I want to create things.
Yeah.
Right. I want to have more control in my life.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Yeah, nice. And then you decided to jump into real estate.
Yes, there's just a moment I made that decision and I went straight to get my course and license done and
Awesome.
knocked on a few of the agencies' doors and say, you want a job? So no, I just want to see how you guys operate.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how it's actually, that's actually how I started.
Yeah.
Change is not easy, but sometimes, you know what, you'd rather live in the 30 years of your life with full of adventure than just living something so, flat for a long time, right?
Oh, yeah, real estate definitely is an adventure, I can assure you. It's a roller coaster, that's for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
Did you start at Place? Is that where you started?
No, I started at LG Hooker, one of the smaller offices in Southside. Yeah. The office not exist there anymore.
Okay. And then when did you start at Place?
To be exact, it would be 4 years and 8 months ago.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Awesome. Yeah, so you're an established agent right now and definitely, probably up there with the best agents in your suburbs of choice there. It's you're doing well. How are you getting your listings at the moment? There's a lot of real estate agents to watch this show and a lot of young up-and-coming real estate agents. So Jason's a good person to learn off. So how are you getting your listings right now?
Well, no secret. Again, just like an agent who just in this industry even for 6 months, they know it.
Yeah.
Simple. Door knocking and call people.
Yes.
That's all. Don't ask about social media.
Yeah.
Don't ask me about that. Don't ask me about what other stuff.
Yeah.
Mate, if you don't do the hard work, the fundamental stuff, you can spend tens of $20,000-$30,000 on social media. It's not going to give you that result there. It's not. It's a combined effect. Absolutely. You need to have your market presence. You need to do the fundamental. And the social media, bus stops, letterboxes, whatever, that's actually come after.
Yeah.
Right. You can have 100 bus stops there, but are they actually going to give you the leads?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's a different story, right? I
Absolutely.
mean, you worked 18 years in this industry.
For sure.
It's everyday job, and it's everyday job.
Definitely. Yeah. No, I love that. Yeah. There's, I know how hard of a worker you are, and exactly. What I think the viewers are going to learn from you is that if you put the effort in, you will get the rewards, and that's exactly what you've done. So what does an average day look like for Jason Song?
Well, it starts 9 o'clock in the office, maybe do some exercise before that. We do have a gym right next door, which is awesome. a advantage there.
Absolutely.
Just started the day. We will be obviously call the buyers and feedbacks and closing deals, booking all those times. Along the way, in the afternoon, most of the time I do appointments in the afternoon to the evening. Last night, I stepped out of my third appointment by the time about 9:30 in the night.
Yep.
And then pack up, go. But obviously, sometimes the deal need to be finished and closed at a certain time. I locked up one office just 2 weeks ago at 11 o'clock in the night, and that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So when obviously you're doing all these appointments and you're making these calls, like when do you have time to prospect? Because I think that's what a lot of agents struggle with is maybe their time management as well. Do you make set times in your calendar or how do you do it?
I'm still bettering myself in that time management. You're absolutely right. I think one of the biggest things for real estate is how do we juggle between these two parts of our sales jobs, right? Selling the house, selling ourselves.
Yes. Yeah.
Right. So we can't just spend the time only just on one side. So I do try to New Year resolution. I set for myself this year, 20 of the my prospecting phone calls each day, and 2 of the very old clients random calls that I haven't contacted for a long time.
That's it.
I'm like, wow, time goes by, work goes by, you just forgot to make those phone calls. I thought I'll just screw my phone, whoever I see, I just call.
Yeah.
And that's the and also exercising. That's my New Year resolution.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, mate. That's awesome. With those past client calls, if you ever feel like, like this is an awkward one, I maybe should have spoke to them beforehand, I always like to start that phone conversation with saying, hey, Jason, it's Josh here, Freedom Property. Sorry I haven't been in touch with you sooner.
Yeah.
And I just put it to bed straight away. But I was thinking about you the other day, and I just thought I'd check in and say hello.
Yeah.
Just apologize, because maybe they would have thought I would have heard from Jason, but we're so busy and it's so hard, isn't it? To get on top of everything. But
yeah,
I think if you ever feel that awkwardness of you see that name there and you think,
well, you're absolutely right. Like you said, sorry I hadn't been in touch earlier. Yeah. And again, come down to just be the real you.
Yeah.
What you feel, say it.
Yeah.
I know I should have. I felt bad about it. Talk about it. No one gonna hold you on it. Yeah, you should be. When you talk about your real feeling, people actually sense that.
Yeah.
And you're talking about the truth, and people appreciate that as well.
Absolutely.
And when I'm making those old clients phone calls, actually I create some of I call it the positive ripple effect.
Yeah.
One of my other friends said, wow, you know what? I'm actually going to call some of my friends now.
Yeah, nice.
Because I actually told them that, sorry, I haven't contacted you for this long. I feel bad. And I keep finding excuses for me. So too busy, this and that. When I said, and I realize now it's not the right thing to do. I think I should be doing it, having a bit more control of myself doing this, right?
Yeah.
So, and actually created that the ripple effect. I feel like, that's great.
Definitely. Yeah. Well, the amount of properties that you're selling now, you sell 100 last year, 80 the year before, whatever the number are, these are all ongoing relationships. So, you've got 100 clients next year to ring, another 80 from the year before, and this just starts snowballing. You've already got your 200, 300, 400 calls to make this year before you even start. And that's just from your old clients.
That's it. Yeah.
And they're the best people to be contacting anyway, really, because they've already respect you. They've already done business with you. They know what you're about. So the odds are you'll probably be able to get more business off them.
Well, that's another thing. Yeah. That's how actually the business should run.
Yeah.
Like looking after your cheerleaders, the crowd already you dealt with. Yeah.
Absolutely. So you're a big auction man as well, aren't you?
That's a couple of those awards for the top auction agents.
Well, I was watching your business last year, and you seem to do a lot of auctions.
Out of the 100 plus properties, I think I had 93 auctions out of the 100 plus. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you are a big auction man. That's crazy. So is that your go-to? You like presenting the auctions the best?
I can go either way.
Yeah.
But fundamentally, I do believe the auctions do give people more choice.
Yes.
To the sellers as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it gives them more options, more protections.
Definitely.
But obviously, as you know, auction, everybody heard of it. Even anybody not in this business heard of auction, roughly know the procedure, but how to run, how to actually operate an auction, that's a different story.
Absolutely. Yeah, you bought a house off me at auction, didn't you?
I know that.
That was our first dealings together. You came and bid on one of our properties, and you were a tough negotiator. I was just like, this guy's not going to move.
I gotta have to hold some of my skills there of benefiting myself there.
Absolutely. No, I'm usually pretty good at getting a little bit extra off the buyers, and I was like, this guy's going to be a bit harder to crack. You got the property in the end. It was a good result for you. And but I'm the same. I'm happy to sell the property whichever way the sellers feel comfortable with. Yeah. But for the right property, I definitely believe the auction, especially right now in a marketplace that we're in, where there's a lot of procrastinating, a lot of umming and ahhing. It's like, there's a deadline, buyers, hurry up and make a decision, or I'm going to sell this to somebody else. It's it's a nice process, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and so in your area, so you're obviously a workhorse. You're on the phones, you're getting deals done, you're obviously doing auctions, and you're getting a lot of good listings. What else is working for you in your marketplace right now?
What else working for me? I think you covered them all. Really, it's very simple. My business is very simple.
Yeah.
It is not that hard. I guess if it's really saying what else working for me, it's not about the marketing or stuff they're doing. It's all about here.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, the mindset and where and how we set our mind.
Nice.
Is people can call it, say it as if you're brainwashing yourself or something. So be it. There's a philosopher said that, other than brainwash, what else is available in the whole world?
Yeah.
Nothing. Every decision making is a brainwash.
Yeah.
But it's just how you brainwash yourself, right? So to me, you can call it hard working, but I try to call it, change the names. I enjoy working, so I'm not really happy working. So no overtime. So there's no such thing in my life there. So the mindset is probably the most important thing for me. There is no easy path.
Okay.
Right.
Nice.
I'm a strong believer. And this is my experience. It's to any young agents out there, new agents out there, I would say this. And as soon as you accept the fact there is no easy path, head down, you'll be sooner success.
Absolutely.
And that's just it.
Like anything in life, like if it's worth it, you have to work for it, don't you?
Yeah, don't look for a shortcut. There's no shortcut.
Absolutely.
So you have to actually look at yourself in the mirror, accept that there's no bloody shortcut.
Yeah.
Just do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is one of those industries where I think you can shortcut it a little bit if you were to spend heaps of money. Like I've seen people come into this business and they spend a lot of money on themselves and on their profile, and then they become an attraction agent quite quickly, but most people that I see that have got that longevity and that success in this business are the hard workers. But then they do exactly what you're saying. They start, they figure out this business, they find their clientele, they work hard, they build their database, and then when they start to become established, they really then double down on that marketing, and then that's what catapults them to that next level. Did you see in your business, was there like a change where, when you're always prospecting, like I used to be like, I'm a prospecting machine, like I'm just going to hunt, and then I would find listings. But I find now that most people, like a lot of people just call me, they want me to be their agent.
Yeah.
So I've gone from prospecting to being prospected.
Yeah.
Did you find that in your business? Was there a change where you're like, oh, my phone's ringing a lot more now?
Yes, definitely. Well, in other words, we call it in our industry called attraction agents, right? So people try to find you, they get attracted by your performance and everything, which I do have quite a bit of in my business coming from either realestate.com's that inquiry or just direct phone calls, text messages. Hey, can you have a chat? Definitely. So that definitely happening. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a nice change, isn't it, when they start calling you?
Well, yes, when I first started, when I talk about attraction agent, I was like, when am I going to be one of them, right?
Yeah, that's it. Definitely.
That's long.
It's always the goal. And how does your team work at the moment? Because you got a bit of a team backing you at the moment, haven't you?
Yes, that's correct.
So how does that structure? What does that look like?
I'm still improving on my team, honestly. My team there basically, again, it's come down to what we do. Our part of the job is sell ourselves and sell the property. Yep. I guess maybe I'm a bit different with a lot of other agents out there because I do believe the sellers hire me to do the job, to sell the property for smooth transactions, all that, which is where the real skill is.
Yeah.
So my team at this moment actually is designed for giving me the support in terms of selling, but I drive the sales.
Definitely.
But in terms of prospecting, so my team actually now focusing more in prospecting part.
Awesome.
So that way I'm not lacking on prospecting, but I'm also still same time delivering that good result.
Absolutely.
So like in Parkinson, my number one focus area in Parkinson, top 40 sales in the last financial year. No, I mean last calendar year. 21 of them sold by me.
Yeah, nice.
So top 40 out of all agents, but 21 of them sold by me. So that's where I actually hold the position in that area. People say, oh, might give this guy a call, right? So that's actually what I do. I actually getting my team member handling the prospecting part of the job, but my focus is to create a results there, selling, actually.
And I think that's where you need to stay, you need to be the one talking to the best buyer. You need to be the one probably showing that buyer through the property and closing the deal, and obviously communicating that with the seller the whole time, because that's what they want. They employed you. They want you to to do that deal.
To that
don't
deal,
they?
yeah.
But there is a lot of stuff behind the scenes which you can get caught up with, and having a
Absolutely.
team. And I'm the same, you know, like having a team backing you is just perfect, you know, because there is so much to do in real estate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you could probably have 10 people in your team and still have enough work for them all.
It's analyst work. Absolutely. That's why I have some friends say, why do you work that late and stuff? So if you want to work and work 24 hours, you still not be able to finish it.
Seriously.
Yes.
No, there is like that many people that we still don't know who they are. But the nice thing is we know where they live. And we know what house they want to sell. You know, eventually one day it's just how could you get in front of these people, isn't it?
That's it.
So
That's
absolutely.
it. Yeah.
And you know, like what are your tips for people thinking about getting into real estate? What would you say to them?
Well, be prepared yourself, I guess, really. It is not a job that the money is coming that easy. It's not just like most perception out there, say all those agents driving beautiful suits and fancy cars and stuff, you know. Yeah. It is not about that. I guess also come to you, your position here, you grow your business up to this high, you know, statewide, nationwide. Money probably is not the drive anymore. No. It is not. There is something else, right?
Absolutely.
So be prepared to be a decent human being.
Awesome.
Number one. Number two, be prepared to dump the idea of, or this word, shortcut. There's no bloody shortcut. And if you, every single person come to my team, I say that. There's no shortcut in this team because I believe one thing, we are what we do every day.
Yeah.
How you do one thing is represents you. How you do everything.
Absolutely.
Right? So you make a shortcut decision here.
Yeah.
That's how you're going to make those other decisions.
Yeah.
So these are the fundamental part I would give in any new agents who want to be succeed in this industry. Because you got this right, I fully believe you can make it.
Nice, mate. Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, well, there you go. You heard it from the main man himself, one of the hardest workers in real estate, one of my favourite agents. Look him up, Jason Song, Place Real Estate, mate. I appreciate you coming in here today and having a chat to us. And I think if you're a young agent out there, just have a follow Jason, see what he's up to, and I think you'll like his business. So
feel free to reach out.
Legend. Thank you so much, mate.
Thank you.
Legend. Thank you.